monster PulseChain news is coming your way, friends. Are you enjoying the bull market? We've got a long way to go, don't we? So Ethereum is going up. Finally, the business cycle seems to be turning around. What's going on in the land of cryptocurrency? PulseChain land. Richard shoutouts, LibertySwap's rides. We've got a BBC interview, all of that coming your way and more. Firstly, friends, we have concluded the PulseX Conference, and Richard Hart has shouted out the conference multiple times. So RH Maxi has pretty much, he hosted the conference. The community came together. Even Ivan on Tech Friends. Isn't it funny? I want you to think about this. Of all PulseX's real DeFi, the buy and burn, the community, it didn't matter. What did Ivan cover? The prayer. That's what he covered. And I've got a cute recording here for you. This was it, right? This is my post. Ivan on Tech covering the prayer. This is the prayer that he actually covered. We have, look at him even in
the, it was very, very interesting. It was very, very interesting what has happened there. I really like the spiritual approach to the market. So sit comfortably and listen carefully.
Path.
That's awesome. So we have literally, this think about everything he faded. It came straight to the prayer. And you know, over here, friends, out my channel, our channel, it's me and you against the red candles together. We're lighting all the candles. I'm telling you, it's a believer's cycle. Isn't it? You gotta admit, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild that of all the things, it came down to the cultish, spiritual belief part that grabbed his attention. These are some of the speakers out here from RH Max. This is the community. It's a 25-minute video. This is awesome. These are the various topics that the participants spoke about. Whether the bull run hasn't started yet, bearish sentiment, Richard Hart memes versus core coins, HEX versus EHEX, why is pDAI still cool? So you have all of these. It's kind of funny, man. RH Maxi, just telling your friends, like, RH Maxi is a lovely man. He's a good kid, okay? But when it came to HEX, remember in 2020, guys, and 2021, if you didn't say it was literally the greatest thing in the world, it was FUD. And it was interpreted by the community as FUD. It's the same thing with pDAI now. Yeah? Anybody who comes out and says, you know what, I don't know if it can get to $1. If they just say that, it's just automatic with like, but that's good, man. That's how you know there's a positive network effect there. There's new people in there. So you got to understand, friends, just to tell you, okay, why is it value? Why is it something worth paying attention to when people start snapping when you say that? It's because there's a lot of new people, okay? It's new people. New people think when you say a coin sucks, they think you are robbing the dream away from them. Because what they think is, they think that the narrative is everything. So they think that when you say the coin sucks and I can't go to $1, they really think in their mind that there's this people out here with ears who are listening, and because you now said that their coin sucks, they're no longer going to put the money in. Okay? But here I am telling you, it's more esoteric, more deeper and detailed than that. Okay? It's got to do with the business cycle. It's got to do with bigger macro things. Bitcoin's price, Ethereum's price, network effects. Someone liking or not liking a coin is not going to stop it from succeeding or failing, okay? It doesn't work like that. I know at the start you think it works like that, but that's why I'm here to teach you otherwise. Here is Richard Hart as well. This is where he pretty much saying to come out here, have a listen. He speaks about as well, friends, Tornado Cash and everything. He's doing some amazing posts, right? Tornado Cash, privacy. That's why it's leading into LibertySwap and things out here. And he shouted out the conference as well. Here he is actually posting the link. This is it, this awesome green rocket. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So this is awesome, man. The whole community coming together. The whole community coming together, friends. This is a thriving chain. And by the way, just because another chain has faster transactions or the devs are like making it spankier doesn't mean it's better. Okay? It's not even about that, friends. Okay? We're in markets here. Markets have a price. People are positioned for a certain view. Right now, the whole crypto industry is positioned for PulseChain to be dead. You get it? I know it's alive. I don't think it's alive. I know it's alive. Yeah, I've shown you all these thousands of pieces of information, right? I know it's alive. It's conviction as well. So they're all positioned for that. Pretty much, friends, let's say there's a dollar payout, okay? These people are saying you are worth 1 cent and that's still too expensive because you're actually dead, right? That's pretty much what we are. We're down like 99%, 98%, 95%. So I think the market's wrong. I think the market is positioned wrong because in the future, I think, see, right now, you can't even say really right or wrong. The market's positioned you for debt. But you're seeing all these things, right? So at some point, you just got to realize, like, man, you say we're dead, we're not. But no one's going to believe it until the prices are higher. Check this out as well. Mo Mindset had his BBC radio interview, and I did give it a shout out. So we love your art and culture coming around out here. So I actually went to the actual BBC radio. I don't know, friends, if you like cracking one out, playing Monopoly on Saturday night with the boys and the girls. Girls like Monopoly too. BBC Radio, they had some absolute cracker DJ sets back in the day. You know what I mean? There's some good groovy stuff. I don't know what they're doing over there in the BBC. Whenever I think of BBC, I think of Big Black Chicken. They were there to discuss epic handmade portraits of Richard Hart and Trump. Getting a repost even from Richard Hart, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's bleeding out to the real world. It's cool. It's wonderful. Check this out as well, friends. So Crypto Hitman from Crypto Paradise delivered a must-see comparison of PulseChain versus Soy, Lana, and Ethereum and Binance Chain. He highlighted the lower fees, fast transactions, and positioning PulseChain as a top layer one. This is just a quick snippet out here. This is RH Maxi on the left. This is Mr. Crypto Hitman, not to be confused with the Crypto Hit Woman.
Gem, that gate kept gem. And I know a lot of you listening to this have the same belief, but I'm here to give you some data. Ethereum has been the mainstay of crypto as far as scaling solutions. And
stop everything you're doing right now. We're only here for this breaking news information. There is a Gengar and a Pikachu in the top right. Okay. You don't even need to watch the rest of the video now. I'm buying whatever this guy's talking about. Thank you, sir. That's awesome. That's awesome. Man. Yeah, friends, there's a lot of things obviously coming to Ethereum, and they're upgrading the transaction speed. They're pushing through some updates. So instead of 12 seconds, it's going to be 6 seconds. It still needs to be faster, but it is what it is. You know what I mean, friends? I tell you, the value's in the people. The value is in the people. Value grows because someone with a long-term mindset comes in. So that long-term mindset guy or girl or pup or squirrel, who gives a shit if it takes them 6 minutes or 6 seconds to put their transaction through? They don't care, man. You know how we know this? Houses, real estate. Takes you like 3 months to do a transaction for a home. Does that stop them from going up? No. Big Ponzi. Real estate's worth 200 trillion in the world. You see? It's just that what happens. Look, friends, I learned this, man. I know I'm not just the most chiseled jaw, straightest posture, pointiest elbows, and most peg nipple guy on the internet. I know I'm not just that, but I was here in 2020. I made the mistake of thinking adoption in crypto meant something. Doesn't mean shit. DeFi, yield, it was so obvious, wasn't it, in 2020? The world had zero yield, interest rates were zero, everybody wanted yield, TradFi wants to come in, you have Chainlink, you have Aave, you have Uniswap, the newest tech, everyone's earning yield, we're going to hold hands and play checkers. Didn't happen. Instead, people came and bought dog coins, gaming Ponzi's, JPEGs. They bought HEX, DeFi 2.0 coins, just handing out yield for the sake of yield, and Olympus DAO. That was the 2021 narrative stuff. Had nothing to do with 2020. Just in that same way, what I'm telling you is that non-believers are about to get mogged. Because what did the crypto industry mid-curvers learn about 2024? What they learned was that fast transactions are everything. That having a phantom wallet and the LA Vape Cabal with their toes and their feet just being jammed down everyone's throats, they think, oh, that's going to be the future. I don't know what the next narrative is. I'll tell you right now, that's not the next narrative, though. I went back when I studied 2012, 2016, 2020, and I noticed, oh my gosh, every Bitcoin halving year, a new narrative erupted. That did not continue when the actual real alt-mania retailers came in. It was the spark to show you crypto's alive, but it didn't continue. That's why You shouldn't write off PulseChain just because it's not, oh, it doesn't have the super fastest transaction. No one gives a shit, bro. Fast transaction for what? So you can get dumped on by that little pimple-faced cupsy who's dumping coins after 1 to 4 seconds of holding. Wow, I'd love to do a 1 second trade. You know what? They're not going to believe you until the prices are up. You know, that's what it comes down to. Sommi celebrates LibertySwap. Your friend Sommi has shouted out LibertySwap Finance for its meteoric rise to 7,000 followers in a matter of weeks. Wow! First I was reporting it when it was 2,000, then 4,000, then 6,000, literally a day and a half ago. Now it's up to 7,000. So, yeah, man, fans, LibertySwap Finance is literally rocketing up here. Oh, I've got to tell you, man, as well, like, I don't know anything, okay? pDAI went to zero twice. Richard Hart came out and said it's scum and it's trash and it's a stupid coin. So I don't know. LibertySwap Finance is claiming to be some sort of insider. It could be used for psyops later on. I hope it's not. We're all on the same team, but it is amazing technology, you know? And I don't care if people get spooked by that. I don't give a crap, bro. You don't know the feeling of watching something go to zero. All right? I had to watch it go to zero pretty much twice, okay? I had to watch it literally go over, and I'm like, well, I don't believe anything anymore. You know, reptilian people, UFO, non-human intelligence. I was sitting there thinking, man, if reality is constructed, can we like construct it to like not kick me in the nuts during a 4.5-year crypto cycle as the real estate Ponzi, the stock market Ponzi, and every other Ponzi in the world goes up? Please, you know? So remember, LibertySwap Finance, why it's amazing is it's cross-chain. So anybody in any chain, they go in, they can swap from their coin on their chain, they just get straight into PulseChain. There you go, bang, 2 to 3 minutes in. One page. You don't have to do the bridging and the multiple. No, one page. That's it. That's why it's amazing, okay? Hexico Friday night. Mr. Pirate Captain RG3 hosted the Hexicans FN Hangout, a lively stream for the community. See, friends, I just want to show you these as well. I love showing you the community because part of meme cult religion, remember, friends, a cult is culture, okay? We'll use the word cult because it's fun, yeah? Because you go from a meme, we should start off as a JPEG. You start off with just a picture, then the meme is like obviously a group of people where you're trying to meme it, okay? Trying to just becomes an idea, the idea in your head. Then become a cult as in like, okay, you've got enough like momentum now. People just think you absolutely lost your mind, you know? No one wants to join a cult, friends. Everybody wants to join the religion because you've won at that point. Yeah, like Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin, the neo-religion. No one wants to join the cult because you look crazy to everybody else. And then it's a tug of war. Who's going to win? And we're like, oh, we're not giving up. None of us are giving up. So I wanted you to see, friends, when you see people out here we have multiple Hexicans and the PulseChain community. When you see everyone rocking up, remember, man, these are people who are here while the prices are in the dump. Okay, so what do you think's going to happen when these things go up, man? You know what I mean? They're going to yell super loud. 5555 HEX Stakes. 720 Crypto joined the 555 HEX Club. It's called 555 HEX Club, creating a matching 5555, so 15-year stake with his sister and toasting to good future fortunes. So friends, once I'm telling you again, okay, this is awesome because I've just told you, right? That's a cult, man. A cult becoming a religion, okay? It's a cult becoming a religion. Look at it, man. You're doing 15-year stakes with your family members. You know, like it's growing. By the way, what's a religion? A religion is just a cult, but so many people are in the cult. They're like, oh, it's totally cool to be in the cult now, a religion. That's what it is. Near religion, you have a solution for everyone. Yeah? Like, oh, how old are you? You're 55 years old. Maybe you're a nurse. You're a 55-year-old nurse. Maybe you've got gumboots. Maybe you own a pair of gumboots. You know, nothing wrong with that. You got a purple umbrella. What else do 55-year-olds do? You like your tea and crumpets in the morning. Okay, who doesn't? Here's a 15-year stake for you. Don't ask how it's going to work out. Just here's a 15-year stake for you. So they're providing a solution for everyone. You know, friends, that's what the religions do. Like, they have a solution for you when you're born. Here are the rites. You know, what do we do at funerals? What do we do when you get married? You see how there's like a process for everything? That's why HEX is like, here's the thing, man. You don't even have to believe HEX is going to be around in 15 years. You don't. I'm just telling you right now, it is exhibiting signs of a neo-religion, man. It is. And that's probably why there's high odds if pDAI pegs or ping pongs to $1 and Richard does the final euphoric pop-up, its market cap valuation gets so high, it can't be ignored. And then we basically get everybody else in. And now they help propel us in the next bear market, right? So we get the cult into actual neo-religion status next time. Okay, look what the XRP army did. Exactly like the XRP army, okay? Sammy's Epic Farms. Fat Sammy, DeFi Nation, held an epic spaces spotlighting PulseChain's hottest gems. We have farming protocols. There's Vox, Emit Farm, these other protocols as well. Wonderful. That's really cool here. I just want to show the post out here. Yeah, so the community's still alive, man. The chain's still alive. DeFi's still around. Ethereum's going to crank. We're on the right path. Check this out as well. The Genius Act has been signed. CoinZone announced the Genius Act. So this week, right, the Genius Act passed 307 or 122. Man, that's funny, man. The Genius Stablecoin Act. This is funny, friends. You got to admit, this is funny. The Genius Stablecoin Act was 307 to 122. And it literally allows America and the US dollar to reign supreme over the blockchain. Okay, get US dollar dominance. But, so remember, look at this number, 307 to 122. Okay. Israel's $500 million funding got like 470 accepted and only 6 rejected. they got it. That's fucking good, bro. That's some cracker stuff. You got, how did you get 99.9% of politicians to agree on anything? You got to admit it. That's some crackers. That's amazing. That's amazing. But it makes me think, friends, if Israel can get 470 to 6, why can't crypto? Surely they're all bribable, yeah? You know what the funniest part is, friends? You know when you see like shitcoin shillers where you know like, oh yeah, that guy got like, you know, $400 to shill the coin or whatever. Like whatever. It's part of the industry, yeah? You think like these politicians, they're all each grabbing like $900,000 to shill something. We've looked all of them up. Most of them, friends, they literally, there's these people like committed to like a life issue and they're getting paid like 22 grand. I'm not even joking. There's some things they only get paid like 12 grand, 18,000 in the donation thing. It is like, when I looked at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it is way worse than I thought. It is, friends. It's really easy to bribe a politician. Like, that's one thing I've learned in crypto. Surprisingly, I'm like, man, it doesn't take much. So hopefully we can use it to our advantage in the next bear market when they try to send us to zero. Titan Builder saves a user. Someone accidentally burned $112,000 on Ethereum attempting a PulseChain transaction. It was Titan Builder. Now, this is the thing, friends. When we saw it, I thought, is this a Richard Hart marketing thing? Right? Look, it goes, my wallet sent this transaction on Ethereum instead of PulseChain. And then this thing, friends, it started going a bit viral. A lot of people started talking about it. I thought it was a Richard Hart marketing thing, you know? Because it was such a good thing where the wallet bug make you spend $112,000. And then, man, it would have been so but hey, it doesn't even need to be orchestrated or not. It happened. So that's unfortunately one of the things that happens with crypto, right? if someone makes a wallet out there, who may or may not be a duck, yeah, you really want to have like this warning sign. Warning, the fee you're spending is calculated at X amount because we've got some teething pains when it comes to crypto, but that still means we're early. PulseChain's golf stall. I wonder if 99 Capital's here. Queen Pooie. I just got to say, look, apologies. I did not know we had a Queen Pooie. Okay, Queen Pooie, you're getting a follow. Queen Pooie. It'd be funny if she just heard me. You know, friends, you'd be surprised. A lot of people meet in real life. Their wife or their sister, the brother or the mum and the dad, they know my voice. So they're hearing me from the kitchen. So, and the words that they remember me saying, it's always funny, like Soilana or Baby Doll or Pooie, like these, because they're in the context of our sentences, but they're just hearing like some guy on the internet and my hat says, don't be a loser, stop gambling. You know, they can't see what's going on. They're just seeing all this madness go out. So Queen Pooie brought some good vibes to a Las Vegas golf course with a branded PulseChain stall. Wow. On a golf course. Look, there are tips here. you know, man, girls are really good at decorating stuff. Hey, man, you girls just know what to do. With dudes, we got no idea. I'm like, okay, here's a box. Here's a lamp. Here's a lunchbox. Right? There's 2 sandwiches. And then we have the esky. And they're all like navy blue and white. You can't see anything, and we're just standing. You know what I mean? That's how guys decorate stuff. With girls here, we got this drinking liquid. They got these cute different chairs. See, friends, with girls as well. See, with dudes, you go to the store, like me, and we're like, okay, bro, we need 6 chairs. Okay? Girls don't think like that. They're like, no. 6 of the same chairs are boring. They'll do this. Go ask them. So what they'll do is they'll get like 2 from this store. Then they'll get the other ones, which are different. They're not folders different. You know, maybe someone's bum likes a different cushion, okay? Totally different way to live life. I'm like, bro, I have 16 minutes to get this stuff, and I don't ever want to look at this store ever again, okay? But girls are like, yeah, let's get 2 chairs from here, you know? Let's go to the other store, because these ones are white, you know? And they match the furniture outside. Bro, who cares? Who cares? They're getting sloshed. They won't be seeing anything after 7:30. Totally different way to live life. I'm glad we have this, friends. This is awesome. I have cute shirts out here. By the way, you see this, just get long, bro. I'm telling you, like, not financial, just the crypto industry says the chain's dead. Okay, we have stalls out on a golf course. What's that tell you? Does that look alive or dead? Obviously, anti-dead. Pulse swap volumes have surged. Pulse coin list has highlighted PulseSwap's tremendous traction. So PulseSwap.io might actually be me. I've been sending everybody to PulseX Swaps. And yeah, the owner of Pulse Coin List, that's this website, friends. So this is Pulse Coin List, and I go to the stats page. Okay, the owner of this also made PulseSwap.io. And it's pretty cool, right? You go PulseSwap.io, it's legit. You can go in. Everybody's been obviously buying DAI. It's been a lot of volume and stuff out here. See what I mean? So it's pretty cool. And then it shows you on the right-hand side the different, the highest one is like the best feeds and everything out here. You're always selecting on the right-hand side. So yeah, everyone's been using it. But yeah, you can use pDAI and everything out here. We have a lot of aggregators. Now, obviously, the big juicy one's going to be LibertySwap. This is LibertySwap.finance. Please, for the love of God, please don't go to Google. Don't go to Google searches, friends. There's scams everywhere. You got to type it in yourself. Go triple check, okay? Just be careful of clicking on Google searches. Google searches are often compromised, all right? That's awesome. PulseSwap is doing more volume and everything. We also have, this is cool. We have Mr. SaintWolf, friend of the channel. Mr. SaintWolf has responded to Ivan on Tech's critique. Some say critique. That's how I say it, critique. Clarifying that Richard Hart didn't flood the market with tokens, instead calling PulseChain a perfect masterpiece and the decentralized crypto Wall Street. This is awesome. So this is some cute pictures and stuff out here. Let's actually listen to Mr. SaintWolf. I've been, if you notice, friends, I've been on his show a few times. We've done some interviews and crack out. He does a different style. He's more like chill out, multiple hour longer streams, darker themes. Got the glasses on, so it's cool. Let's listen.
This is like your chance to getting in at like ETH or DTC at the beginning. Right now with PulseChain.
That's really how it feels, bro. I mean, it feels like the early stages to Bitcoin or Ethereum. I mean, of course, those are their own separate entities, but I mean, that's always the vibe I got from PulseChain is you're investing into an ecosystem that's built to win.
And you're investing into people, right? Like there just isn't a chain with any community like this. Like the closest things are probably Cardano and XRP. Like they're the only ones that have like enough of a cult around them where there's like, you know, they have their armies, right? But still, they don't touch us as far as like.
I just got to quickly show you. XRP is what, 200 billion market cap. Cardano is like 30 billion. Okay, so even if you call Richard Hart and all of us, let's say we are like half a Cardano, half. That's still a 30x deviation between here to half of that for PLS. That's 30x for half of Cardano, half. And Cardano is for nerds, right? Richard Hart speaks more like to layman people. You know what I mean? So it's showing you how undervalued we are.
Like force of community. You know, it's truly intense.
Like Ivan on Tech was complaining recently, right? That Twitter thing, like, oh, Richard Hart made too many tokens. It was perfect when it was just HEX and da-da-da-da. I don't think he made a mistake at all. I think what he's done is brilliant. I wouldn't, man, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be here. I have a lot of opportunities in my life. I really wouldn't be here if I didn't think this was like the fucking opportunity of a lifetime right now. You know what I mean? I really believe this. And you're going to find how this whole ecosystem is just going to come together into this giant machine. Just like it's going to be the decentralized Wall Street of crypto. It's going to just blow people's minds. Absolutely. In every way. So hold on tight, man.
Yep.
So that was one of Ivan's, so what Ivan's doing, friends, we love Ivan, okay? Ivan is what we all tend to do. We've gone back in time and we've tried to like basically get correlations around when HEX was going up, and we're trying to like look for a pattern that wasn't there. It was just a part of the cycle, you know? So you naturally think, oh, it was one coin back then. It's really easy. It goes up. And you might say, okay, the reason why we haven't gone up now is because there's multiple coins. No. The reason why we haven't gone up now is the business cycle. That's why. That depends. I've told you 1,000 times, bro. I'm here all day. I've got plenty of nipples and plenty of pegs. I've got 15,000 choices of ice cream to choose from. The last thing I want to do is defend a guy who used to live on top of a sandwich shop who might be scamming us. Trust me, I've got better things to do, okay? I still got to finish Final Fantasy Remake, the second one. I've got to play Resident Evils. There's a lot of games. It's embarrassing. I have not had time. Trust me, I've got plenty of better things to do. I'm telling you now, we have been down for 32 months in a row, business cycle, okay? And look what we had in the last cycle, 10 months, okay? 10 months of business ISM below 50. You see that? And we started cranking up. 10, 12, 6. See, each cycle, 2013, 2017, 2021, and we are still here, 32 months, okay? That's the reason why it's been poopers. And you won't believe me until the prices are up anyway, okay? Like, what if you wake up one day, PulseX has been updated, and there's yield farms, and one of them's pDAI. And it's handing out the greenest logo in the world and the cryptocurrency lands, PulseX, incentive token on the PulseX yield farms, okay? If that starts pumping everything, there goes your theory out the door in 2 seconds. Where you say, oh, there's too many coins. No, we have to split the coins. Now we have an ink. Now we hand out people. It's the incentive, right? Some say incentive. I say the incentive for people to come in. They say, you know what? I've got a lot of logo colors. I don't have something that's the greenest logo in the world. That's exactly what I'm here for, you know? Also, stablecoin, super cycle, and everything out here. Like I say, friends, that's why I don't say people, oh, you're definitely right, you're definitely wrong. Everyone's got their own opinion. I know the market's the market. I don't care. I'm just telling you, once the prices are up, your brain will reverse engineer everything and you realize you missed opportunity. Okay, that's how it works out. PulseChain AI unveiled. So KC Crypto unveiled PulseChain AI, a cleaned up AI code reader chatbot, complaint bot, and AI therapist for crypto stress. That's pretty cool, okay? Obviously, friends, we're looking at this stuff. It could be in beta mode and testing. If you go to pulsechainai.com. So this is PulseChain AI, awesome, made by SuperStake, AI agents. Yeah, really cool. So, wow, talk to Richard Hart. Positive vibes only. This is really good. All right. When we're looking at something like this, you got to remember, if there is a big AI thing that might take over the world and stuff, I like to know there are smart people, smarty pantsers, they can plug it in straight away and we have it. Yeah, that's what makes a community good, friends. That's why you're betting on the people. Richard Hart's Ethereum gains. So Crypto Coffee and Money Gang, shout out to them too, titled Critical Ethereum Price for PulseChain Holders Only. Richard Hart's Ethereum position is now in the green. So it's anti-red. I've been covering it here for you. It's pretty much back to break even pretty much now, friends. Average price is 3,770. There's 166,000 Ethereum. One of you baby dolls, I forgot who it was. Was it Winston or was it Ben? One of you. In the comment section, you said, my lord Sommi, I recall there used to be 172,000 Ethereum. Why is there only 166,000 now? Where did the other 5,000 to 6,000 Ethereum go? And then I checked. Look, I'm not saying anything about the state of your nipples, but I don't think you pegged your nipples this year. Mr. Winston. I think it was Mr. Winston. Mr. Winston, I'm not going to judge you, but I think you turned your back on me. You turned your back on me. You turned your back on Spoonie. You turned your back on all of us. Okay? What happened to that 5,000 to 6,000 Ethereum? It's going to be pretty hard for you to hear this, but you're just going to have to hear it now. While you had your back turned to me, I was reporting that, you know, during the pDAI going to zero area here, somewhere around here, there was a day here that 5,000 to 6,000 Ethereum moved out to Tornado Cash and disappeared. Okay. And it was rumored to have paid the teams behind Catty and stuff out here. Now, we don't know what paid it. Okay. It's just rumors and stuff. So that's why I'm telling you, I already reported where it went, but you forgot because, you know, I told you, bro. Order a skim latte. You don't have to get a soy latte, Mr. Winston. You know, when you're getting your next blood test, you have to explain to the doctor why your blood type is S for soy. Just trying to help you. So we did report on it. That's why it raised the odds something suspicious was happening during the pDAI saga, when pDAI was going to zero. Like, that's really weird. The Tornado Cash, the thing has been moved, a payment. Okay, but you know what? Like I said, it's a believer's cycle. Okay? It's a believer's cycle. I don't know what happened. I don't need to know what happened. Actually, if I could talk to Richard right now, don't ever tell us what happened. I don't want to know. They shouldn't know. Okay? Why should I go through my pain not knowing and then they get the comfort and they get to go front run us? Pretty much. No. It is what it is. 15 growth. Cryptogics ranked PulseChain in the top 15 chains by TVL growth for Q2. Wow. Alongside chains like Hyperliquid, Unichain, EOS. EOS. Hope EOS makes a comeback, by the way. Neo and Etherlink. Wow, that's awesome. So this is Cryptogics out here. Wow. Friends, our logo's here. Why do you think it's a big... We're never on any of these pictures, ever. We're so small. Wow, we're so small. I don't know what Hemi is. I think Ink might be the Kraken chain. Yeah, awesome. So... But I don't... Look, I'll be honest. I just don't give a shit, man. I just don't give a shit, okay? I'm just... Look... We either go to zero or we go so far, Justin's son wants to copy the ID. Okay? That's the only way I see it. It's either one or the other. We either literally it's dead or Justin's son's literally going to do a copy paste soon. Okay? Reptile Hybrid has made a prediction. Shared a vibrant infographic highlighting PulseChain's digital sovereignty features from LibertySwap's non-custodial privacy bridge, calling pDAI the unicorn of this cycle. Friends, Mr. Reptile Hybrid, his followers shot up big. Mr. Reptile Hybrid, he literally makes UFO, NHI content, obviously reptilian lizard people and stuff out here. So the fact that his following has literally rocketed up from 10,000 to 7,000, it confirms. And by the way, he's in PulseChain. He's in pDAI. Yeah. Do you want to know, friends, what's funny? So this is all confirming Red Pill Supercycle, Conspiracy Supercycle and everything. He said, I still remember, so Mr. Reptile Hybrid, he said there was one thing that made him go, that's it, I'm in. Do you want to know what it was? It was the bottom price of pDAI being exactly 555,555x to $1. Right? It was this. This was it. When he saw that, he goes, that's it. That's enough for me. You know, which is, it's wild, friends, because you know, in UFO land, there's nothing to bet on. There's speculation waves and manias, and there's letdowns and everything out here, but there's nothing to bet on. You can't bet on a conspiracy. With pDAI, you can. You can bet on a conspiracy. That's the best thing. This is an awesome post he did here, the birth of financial freedom. And it really is true. pDAI, the world's first ping pong coin. He's quoting my post here. Look at this. It would ping pong around $1 if it succeeds. It's a big part of PulseChain, whether people like it or not, you know? And by the way, when it goes high, you will like it. Also, happy birthday to SammyChica! Oh, man. I still remember, friends, Sammy's so funny, man. I still remember her videos, streamed from 2021. You know, Hex had gone up. She was always, it's for, Sammy, we love you, man. Sammy was always, this is, all I remember is, Sammy was always defending Richard because everyone just kept calling him fat. Oh, man. We got a strong community, friends. You know, we got soldiers that come out here, you know? I really hope it all turns around. Shout out to Hoggy Hog as well. We got more Pulse of the Fallen. Man, friends, we got our own comic books. Everything out here, man. Look how great it is. Absolutely wonderful. Look at this amazing stuff, man. Look at this stuff. And there's a Magikarp here. And me with the Pikachu on the left. You're not getting this anywhere else, man. I don't care. Oh, no, Phantom is supporting another chain. I don't give a shit, bro. I don't give a shit. Okay? You know what Soilana's got? It's got some of the cleanest feet I've ever seen on KO. on a chain. That's what it's got, okay? And if you still don't get it by now, you're never going to get it. This is a thread by Mr. PulseChain Die, all right? I'm going to give you more PulseChain updates, okay? I've been wanting to cover this for a while. Look at this. Over the last 10 days, I contacted every major USD-backed stablecoin issuer with one question. Can you freeze or reverse user funds even in decentralized environments? Only 2 out of 10 replied. All right, look what he reached out to. Circle, USDT, Paxos. So USDC, C for cuck. USDT, T for trash. Paxos, USDP, P for poop. Ripple, RLUSD. RL for really lame. True USD, T for tranny. Gemini, USD, G. I mean, I don't have to say it. G for gay. We all know it. Okay. Reserve, Athena. You're all centralized. There's all a blacklist function everywhere. You just can all disable money in 2 seconds. And luckily, I know this off the top of my head, my peanut brain, occupying head. Tether and Circle alone froze $550 million in 2024, 1 year alone. Okay? So, you know, I think the world wants a blacklist function removed stablecoin, right? I think they want it. So look at this. He contacted Paxos. They responded with their actions. Paxos is saying they claim freezes are only triggered by formal legal orders. USDC, actions are taken in accordance with applicable law and compliance with sanctions. But then he goes and he reads their denial privacy policy, and they say Circle reserves their right to freeze funds at its own discretion, even without a legal order. They all say it. All of these things. Look at this. Tether didn't reply. Gemini didn't reply. Really lame. RLUSD didn't reply. None of them replied. Okay, they can literally pause anything they want. Someone can give them up a call, just like the GameStop GME. We might have a GameStop GME moment. Yeah, remember GameStop, friends? On Robinhood, they banned the buy button. You remember that? We were here. That's kind of funny, man. You know, friends, if I wrote a Hollywood movie, that'd be like a joke for finance. That would have been the premise of the movie, where someone bans the button. You can't like click buy. That's the controversy. They actually did it. They actually did it, man. They actually banned the buy button. That's why we need DEXs. You can't ban it. You can't ban the buy button, right? So also to Mr. Hodonomics, shout out to you, sir, as well. Welcome back. Absolutely goated work. This is beautiful, man. This is wonderful. So, yeah, there you go. LibertySwap Finance, privacy solutions, okay, all coming, all here. You have pDAI, built for privacy, built for sovereignty, ping pong coin, outside the regulation, no blacklist function. You have railgun technology, Richard Hart uses, likes, also syncing everything up. What are we waiting for? I guess the next phase we're waiting for is LibertySwap Finance to basically, I guess, accept all the chains it's done, it's ready for, and then we begin the next phase, which is, I guess, Richard Hart starts whatever marketing campaign he's got prepared. I don't know what that's going to entail. Could be those electronic gifts at the same time. Maybe you wake up, you see PulseX yield farms, you know, and things up here. You never know, friends. He might throw something where, you know, he opens up a farm with the coin that he's sending out on the electronic gifts. And so the theory is that people want to earn yield. So instead of selling the coin, they like buy more and they bond it in. And yeah, maybe, you know, all of these are happening and more. But for the rest of us, this is the PulseChain PLS price. I've had this red arrow up here literally forever. This is seemingly taking forever, but what can we do? We just have to be a bit more patient, and hopefully we don't get cucked. Now, of course, everyone wants to know how high we're going to go in the bull market. I don't know, but I'll just tell you now, if we did a 50x from here, it would put us at about 15x SAC price. Here you go, 16x SAC price. I hope we go 50 to 100x. We'll see. Like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.